you think about Western politicians, what comes to your mind? For me, two words immediately stand out: cognitive dissonance and virtue signaling without virtue. So today I want to show you one of the most cognitively dissonant politicians in Europe, and later in this video I also highlight an honorable Canadian politician who called out the Canadian Prime Minister for hypocrisy. So stay tuned. If you enjoyed this type of content, please give us a thumbs up and hit the like button so the algorithm can push out this video to more viewers, to as many viewers as possible. So let's get into it. So Ursula von der Leyen, the president of the European Commission, recently said that no one should shed any tears for the Iranian regime. Have a listen.
And I want to be clear. There should be no tears shed for the Iranian regime. This regime has inflicted death and imposed repression on its own people. They slaughtered 17,000 young people. And this regime has caused devastation and destabilization across the region through its proxies armed with missiles and drones. And many Iranians inside the country and across Europe and the world have celebrated Ayatollah Khamenei's demise, as have many more people across the region. They hope that this moment can open a path towards a free Iran. And I think the people of Iran deserve freedom, dignity, and the right to decide their own future, even if we know this will be fraught with danger and instability during and after the war.
Think about her statement for a moment. This is the same individual whose leadership oversees the European Union. Yet when it came to holding Israel accountable for the tens of thousands of people killed in Gaza, the European Commission remained largely silent. Over 70,000 people have reportedly been killed in Gaza, and still we see unwavering political support. The question becomes, where is the moral consistency? Where is the morality in calling out Iran for a conflict that was imposed on them by Israel and the United States? Why is there hesitation to openly criticize the United States and Israel when allegations of war crimes are raised? Where is her condemnation for the over 170 children killed in attacks on schools? Where is her concern for the civilian infrastructure destroyed in Iran, including hospitals, desalination water plant, the oil depots that have released toxic chemicals into the atmosphere? If our concern is truly about freedom for the Iranian people, then the response should be consistent everywhere. But that consistency is missing. Now let's turn to Canada. Another figure accused by critics of hypocrisy is the Canadian Prime Minister. However, an honorable Canadian politician recently called him out publicly. Have a listen.
From the beginning of this attack on Iran by Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu, the Canadian position has been unprincipled, it's been contradictory, and it's been incoherent. You know, I think we all remember what was said in Davos just several weeks ago. Two things come to mind about what Mr. Carney said at that time. He said that middle powers need to call for a new world order that is based on respect for our values, Canadian values, which include sovereignty, territorial integrity, and the use of force only when it's in conformity with the United Nations Charter. And he also stated that it was critically important for Canada to be consistent in our position, whether breaches of international law are committed by ally or adversary. Yet, the very first statement out of this government upon the commencement of the attack by the United States and Israel on Iran was full-throated support. We are seeing the bombing of schools, of desalination plants, of oil refineries that are causing the release of mists of chemical gases spraying over cities in Iran. We are seeing the bombing of cultural sites and hospitals, and we're seeing bombing of civilian targets. This cannot be normalized. We saw this happen in Gaza, and we're seeing this repeated again. And we've just heard from the Prime Minister's office that at least at this point, he does not intend to participate in the debate tonight. That is unacceptable. After changing positions by our count 4 times, Canadians deserve to have a clear statement from the Prime Minister in this House to be accountable not only to parliamentarians, but to the Canadian public.
Even CNN, a network that many often describe as part of the Western media propaganda establishment, has reported on the allegations of war crimes connected to the actions of United States and Israel in Iran.
The US and Israeli bombing campaign of Tehran has been targeting intelligence complexes, police stations and state broadcasters, but we verified videos and analysed satellite imagery and found the impact is going beyond that, due to the densely packed nature of the city and the large-scale weapons involved. Take a look at this satellite image. This crater is at least 40 foot wide. That means it was likely caused by a 2,000-pound bomb. The target, Iran's state broadcaster, the IRIB. The strike wiped out its communications mast. These bombs used by both the US and Israel are capable of killing or wounding people more than 1,000 feet away. And just 100 feet away is the Gandhi Hospital, one of the biggest in Tehran. Glass shattered, walls collapsed, and patients, including babies, being rushed out. As more videos like this one began to emerge, we started verifying them, pinpointing the hospital where each one was filmed. Then we cross-referenced with satellite imagery to see the damage caused by US and Israeli strikes. Like here, you can see the blown-out windows of the Gandhi Hospital from space. Over in another central part of Tehran is the Motahari Hospital. And just behind it is the Iranian police headquarters. In fact, you can see a police helicopter pad down here. This image is from just before it was struck, and this is after. Entire buildings flattened. The Motahari Hospital is still standing, but we verified this video showing substantial damage inside. It's not the only hospital in the area affected. Over here is the Khatam Hospital. Glass windows shattered, and medical staff are seen running out. Further down the same street is the Iranian Red Crescent Society. Smoke billowing from behind the building. Again, people are fleeing. Across Iran as a whole, more incidents like these are emerging.
So the question remains, will the Canadian Prime Minister address these concerns? And will there ever be an acknowledgement of the inconsistency and hypocrisy in the way these global conflicts are discussed? I agree with the gentleman politician that an apology to Canadians for perceived hypocrisy will be appropriate. If you want to learn more about why some analysts argue that Iran poses no threat to anyone, watch this video. Thank you for watching, and before you leave, smash the subscribe button and hit the like button. It really helps support the channel and allows more people to see this video. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.